Okay, problem 3. It says Lee needs some school supplies. He will buy 3 notebooks for $1.29 each, 2 dozen pencils for $3.45 a dozen, and a box of pens for $14.85 a box. Lee estimates that he will spend about $25 on these school supplies. Is Lee's estimation reasonable? How much will he spend exactly? Fill in the blanks to explain. Estimating each price to the nearest dollar, Lee will spend about $3 on notebooks, $6 on pencils, $15 on pens, and about $24 for all of these. So once we add all of those individual prices up, we get $24, which is near 25, so his answer is reasonable. Now, how did I get 3, 6, 15, and 24? Well, it wants me to use estimating. So he bought how much money on notebooks? Well, one notebook is $1.29, but he bought 3. I'm estimating the price, so I take 3 times $1 because $1.29 is close to $1. It's not near 2. So that's 1 times 3 equals 3. Now for pencils. Pencils are $3.45 a dozen, and he buys 2 dozens. So I'm going to take 2 dozen times 3 because $3.45, that's not near 4, it's near 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. That's how I got 6 pencils. And how much on notebooks? Or pens, I'm sorry. Pens for $14.85 a box. $14.85, that's close to $15. So I would multiply 15 times 1 to get $15. Now, where it says Lee will spend about how much money in all for these school supplies? In all, it should be a clue word that tells you need to add these numbers together. So 3 plus 6 plus 15, that's $3 on notebooks, $6 on pencils, $15 on pens, gives me a total of $24. Now, Lee's estimation is reasonable because $24 is close to 25. He will spend exactly how much? This is where you have to multiply decimals, what we did this week. So $1.29 times 3, because it's $1.29 for each notebook, and he bought 3 notebooks, that's $3.87. 2 dozen on pencils, so $3.45 a dozen, but he bought 2 dozen, so multiply this by 2. 10, regroup my 1, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 2 times 3 is 6, and I have a hundredths, so I need to put a hundredths there. And he also bought a box of pens for $14.85. So $14.85 times 1 is $14.85. Now, notice that I lined up my decimals because I'm adding my numbers together. Do not make a careless mistake and do not let your mathematician hat fall off here. 7 plus 0 is 7, plus 5 more, that gives me 12. I regroup my 1. Now I see 9 plus 9, that's 18. 18 plus 8 gives me 26. Regroup my 2. 2 plus 3, that is 5, plus 6 is 11, plus 4 is 25, I'm sorry. No, that's 10, 15, regroup my 1, get $25.62 is how much he will spend. So if you got one of these wrong, it led to all of this being wrong because you have to make sure it was a multi-step problem that you could estimate. Now estimating, you always estimate before you solve a problem. You never add these together then estimate, because what a lot of you did was you found the product and you estimated this. That would estimate to $4 when in reality it would be $3.